Speaking of getting what you pay for, Ted Cruz, man. Ted Cruz made the news today because Ted Cruz he's a dummy. Okay? Let's just cut to the chase. He's a smart dummy. And I would question how smart he is. So I'm not altogether sure he's as smart as he thinks he is. Okay? Ted Cruz, right now, Texas is going through an unprecedented. People are dying. People are freezing in their homes. Their grid is all jacked up. There's no power. I saw a video on Instagram, guys, of a apartment complex. And it was dark. And the person filming with their phone, I don't know how they caught this. They caught it. It was amazing. All of a sudden, the lights came on. And everybody screamed, "Yay! Oh, yeah!" And then 2 seconds later, the power went back out. And all you hear are people yelling, "Ah! No! No!" Now, they said some other things that I'm not going to repeat right now because all of it was foul language, Johnson, all of it. Turns out that apartment complex has had about 20 minutes of power, electricity, in the last 3 days. Now, here we go, Johnson. If you are Ted Cruz, and that is your home state, and you represent the people, what should you be doing right now? What would you be doing now if you lived in Texas? This is the people that you represent, the people that elected you, and there's a major disaster. I'm not even going to get into the lies about how this is all because of liberals. Look, I don't ride for liberals. I don't. But I do ride for us doing something about climate change. So I'm not a liberal. I'm a Tim Black. I'm a progressive. I'm pro-union. I'm pro healthcare. I'm pro erasing student debt. I'm pro reparations. Not a very popular thing to be. But I have to say this, man. You dumbasses, you really think that Texas, as red as Texas is, you think that Texas is some tree-hugging jackasses or something? Tucker Carlson's lying like hell through his teeth. So that's another thing to go on. I'm not even going to go there right now. But there are people on Fox News spewing this nonsense. And I'm seeing people that like to go on Tucker, not taking any time to correct Tucker on his lies about how Texas is all suddenly blue and is run by a bunch of liberals, tree huggers who don't like fossil fuels with their damn windmills. And that's why the grid is out. Even though the grid is full of natural gas, nuclear power, that they did not winterize to stand the temperatures so they could continue to operate when the temperatures drop like they've dropped. And the windmills and all the natural ways to conduct energy only make up about 20% of their grid. But that's like just being too honest and, true and accurate. Fake news. Here's the thing. If you're Ted Cruz and this is your state, and this is what's happening, man, people are freezing in their damn homes, man. The pipes are bursting. People are living in their cars. Living in their cars, Johnson. Now is not a time to take your punk ass to Cancun. What type of a political mind do you have, or should I say, do you lack? You lack intelligence. You lack an EQ. You lack street sense. Why would you take your ass to Cancun at a time like this? What if you got caught? And that's exactly what happened to Ted Cruz. He got caught running away from dealing with being a leader. His ass tried to run to Cancun. He got caught. He did run to Cancun. Listen, guys. He took his ass to Cancun. He got caught. Then he tried to change his mind, tried to come up with a lie. Ted Cruz said he made a spontaneous trip to Cancun to drop his daughters off and return today. But the fact is, multiple news organizations confirmed Ted Cruz was originally scheduled to return on Saturday. Now, today is Thursday. He booked a return flight 6 a.m. this morning, Johnson. So for the dummies that jumped in my comment section on Twitter, who wanted to give me the 411 about Ted Cruz. You know, no, Ted went there to drop his kids off. He's a good dad. No, he's a liar. Lying Ted. Lying Ted. Ted Cruz lied and used his children to lie his way out of something very stupid. Look, hey, I'm not saying that Ted Cruz wants to stay in a cold home and deal with the elements. Stay in a place where the pipes are maybe busted and maybe there's flooding and maybe there's other things that are going on. I saw long lines of people trying to get water. You know, all these horrible things, this horrible situation. People are going through it right now. And I'm not saying that Ted Cruz wants to go through any of that. Okay? And I'm not saying that Ted Cruz should have made his kids go through that if he could avoid it. Okay? I can understand you send the babies away. I got babies. I relate to that. I won't want my children to have to stay in this house or this place and go through this if I had a recourse, right? And I'm sure a lot of other families, who if they had the means or the ability to, they send their children away, right? But you're not a child, Ted Cruz. You're a grown-ass, funny-looking man. You're a grown-ass man. You work for the people. And if you had any ethics, you'd have stayed your ass in Texas with your constituents and did what you could do, because you know what? That's why they elected you. Actually, guys, that's not why they elected him. They elected Ted Cruz because they're stupid. Yeah, that's why. That's really why. That's the real reason. Oh, yeah, you get what you pay for. Unethical, slimy, lying, double dealing, double dipping, and then uses children as a shield for the criticism he deserved to get. And they outed him, man. People got his text messages and put him out there. I mean, he's dead to rights. He should get kicked out of office just on this. Like, there should be conservatives, if they had any respect for truth and honesty, those evangelicals would rise up and throw his ass out. But I bet you they won't. No, I bet they won't. Nah. That would take being consistent. Like I said, guys, if you do it, own it. You got to own it up. Own up to your nonsense. I mean, that's a hard one to own up to, though. This is not about owning up. This is don't do it. Don't be an idiot. How about that? How about not being an idiot? How about thinking ahead? What if this comes out? And here's the thing, guys. If you're going to do something and you're afraid it's going to come out, maybe you just shouldn't do it. Maybe if something comes out that would ruin you, maybe you just shouldn't do that thing. You can choose different. You can choose to do the other thing. The thing that doesn't jeopardize your standing in the community. Unless you know that these people are so dumb, they're going to vote for you anyway. Yeah, it really doesn't matter what I do. You know? That's what Ted Cruz is like. Doesn't matter if I get caught or not. What they going to do? Vote for Beto O'Rourke?
Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't be fooled by corporate media talking heads misleading the people. Get your news and information from an entity that keeps it real. Tim Black. Tim Black is the host of The Tim Black Show. Independent news that leaves you informed, inspired, and sometimes entertained, but always in the know. Go to timblacktv.com and sign up today. The Tim Black Show is news for people who can't stand the news. See you there.